Now, your Alaska Link weather for Anchorage and South Central.
Good evening. We are just a little over a week into January, and it was a quick start to the month after being a little quieter for the few days. We brought in some precipitation there, allowing us to sit slightly above normal. We'll definitely see that level out with some drier days at times, but we were keeping with those above normal temperatures, upwards of 6 degrees above normal, but we're working into some cooler air now. Some cloud cover and fog cover has restricted that, even keeping temperatures through this morning, even holding on to those lower 20s. But what we'll notice is that there seems to be some better breaks to allow for some single-digit low temperatures possible, but still noting some of those lighter winds. But that steering of that more northeasterly wind is what's going to be able to break that up at times. We'll still mention some definitely areas of some fog, as that high pressure system does keep conditions quieter and keep some of those basin areas a little cooler as well. As we'll see that with, though, breaking up some of that fog and cloud cover, it will allow for some chillier temperatures here for the next 24-48 hours before we will be talking about some snow chances that will be returning Friday and into the weekend forecast. So here, though, as we step up into our Wednesday, we are noting the day starts off into those single digits. We have some breaks of that cloud cover, still could see definitely some times of stratus cover and fog cover, but we'll note that if we get that clearing and keep that away, that cooler air descends in and keeps us even with a high into those lower teens. We'll look at 6 hours and 5 minutes of daylight, nearly gaining 3.5 minutes now per day. 10 o'clock nearly there for that sunrise, and sunset just after 4 o'clock. Now we'll note that temperature wise here across much of the south central, we do hold chilly into those teens there for inland spots. 20 for our coastal areas, from 24 into Valdez, 27 into Seward, 16 into Kenai. Even the Copper River Basin there, single digits above and below zero. Now we'll note that the south central stays quiet for Wednesday, but then we'll see that as we enter Thursday, conditions will start to ramp up. We'll see that low temperatures still a little chilly, single digit inlands a little more mild for coastal areas, as we'll start to see a frontal system lift in, as we will note that some coastal snow showers will be possible with temperatures just near freezing. Inland areas starting to make some slight improvements, still a few spots into those teens, but starting to creep back into those 20s. What we will note, though, as we into our Thursday, what's going to keep inland areas a little drier is the development of some of those downsloping winds, but with some chilly temperatures and increasing winds, that does create some wind chill as well. So we'll keep an eye on some of those stronger winds that may be felt inland as well as for coastal areas, as Thursday and then into Friday will really be the start of that active weather pattern. That system is also going to lift temperatures back up to what's more normal. Sitting into those mid-20s is about where we should be this time of the year. So we'll talk about some of those snow chances that are expected to hold on as we roll into that weekend forecast. And we'll note that as we roll into next week, though, it does look like as the system breaks down, there could be another round of working in some of those quieter and cooler conditions.